Good evening or good afternoon. My name is George Manjon. I come from the offices of PKF in Malta. I very much thank you for making this offer for me to present a short presentation on Malta and its 6 pillars of economic possibilities. I will apologize again for those of you who do not know why I'm not present with you, but unfortunately there were some visa complications, and so I thought this would be a second alternative or a good alternative. As I have only a few minutes, I will right away pass on to the first slide. But before doing so, I want to thank the organizers again for making this possible. Thank you. So as I stated earlier, we'll very much like to talk about the 6 investment pillars of Malta. I know that some of you in the hall are interested to invest in Malta and see investment possibilities in Malta. And one of the investment possibilities, as you can see on my left here, are investments in real estate, including hotels. At the moment, pictured as a hotel with 50 stories, and it's looking for an investment in the region of 400 to 500 million. I will mention a bit as well that Malta is passing through a period of gentrification, much like Vancouver and other countries have passed maybe 10, 15 years ago. And there is a lot of possibility for investment and good quality return on tourism. Tourism is increasing at a fantastic rate, has been increasing over the last 15 years, and there is a consolidation in the industry. Another aspect which I pass over to is aviation. Aviation is also one of the pillars. We would like you to interest yourself in aviation in Malta. And for those of you who are familiar with the investment, there is a possibility of not only registering aircraft in Malta at a very favorable rate of tax of 5% on net income, but also there is a possibility of developing a cargo hub of 40,000 square meters. It goes without saying that obviously tourism and related real estate will be a very important topic, and this can be exemplified on the screen here on a map, on a plan prepared by McDonald. McDonald is an international investment consultant, and they have designed a map which will be starting in the next 2-3 years, developing 22 high-rise towers, some of which are of international repute. One of them includes a Hard Rock Cafe hotel. Another possibility, you will see that Malta is like, for example, Cyprus and Greece is quite keen on investment. And one such investment is a massive piece of land. It's called White Rocks Development, and it goes over 435,000 square meters. This is, again, has been put on tender, and it's available it's still in the development stage. To diversify from real estate, I would like you to interest yourself. Malta has, with the help of Shanghai Electric, Shanghai Electric invested over 400 million in developing gas-run power generation. And consequently, the old power station on the docks are being now refurbished and put down. This is a site, again, in the harbor, which can have commercial possibilities. You don't talk about China, you're not talking about energy. We all know that China has been in all parts of Africa and the Middle East, and has invested and grown into matters relating to energy. Malta is no exception. Malta can attract Chinese investment in oil and gas, And at the moment, the central Mediterranean basin is very rich in oil discoveries, both onshore and offshore. But the Malta territorial waters so far are more or less untapped. We're talking about 70,000 square miles of untapped waters. The possibilities in oil and gas are numerous. Malta is applying for EU funds and has got the permission to link the island by a gas pipeline to Sicily, which means that once and if gas is discovered, this can be marketed all over Europe without any problems that are usually security problems that are usually associated with other countries like Syria and Iran. So this makes another possibility. One aspect that PKF has developed is innovation. PKF Malta has, in connection with an American well-known famous university, MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, has set up an accord to possibly open up an innovation center in Malta. This innovation center in Malta is very much the pride of, shall we say, Silicon Valley. I know in China, your government is very keen now to develop the Pearl River Delta, Shenzhen, into a Silicon Valley. So there could be complementary efforts from Silicon Valley and Malta in the coming years. There is a possibility on the financial services for Chinese insurance companies to set up policy cells in Malta. These cells, they called PCC, are very popular at the moment. Malta is the only country in the European Union that offers PCC cells. And the taxation from PCC is also in the region of 5% net after tax. No presentation of these days can end up without mentioning blockchain. Malta is, together with other countries, racing ahead to set up a center on blockchain and blockchain technology. And I'm pleased to tell you that a meeting has been held last April to set up a center in Malta to attract investors in this direction. For those of you who may not know, the Chinese giant IT company Huawei, the producer of many of our mobiles that we have now today in the hall, are also in Malta, and they are testing 5G technology. And to conclude, Malta has, apart from real estate, insurance, aviation, and some of the other prospects that I have already mentioned, have a great future post-Brexit. As you know, England is voted last year to leave EU, and in the coming months, a year or two, it is expected that some businesses will relocate. Malta is a very favorite place to relocate, and this can be of help to your Chinese investors. Thank you very much for your patience. Again, I want to thank the organizers for giving us the opportunity, and I hope that some questions may be asked, and if so, they can be answered by our representative in the hall, who is, of course, present. Another representative of our office will be coming to Peking tomorrow, starting on the 9th September. Thank you very much, and it's been a pleasure talking to you.